here we are at the rack pull, and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do the rack pull first and then do my deadlifts. It's an experiment and see by lifting heavy here with the rack pull if it'll help me be warmed up for the actual deadlift. So I know I said I don't want to do any experimenting before the meet, but this is just switching over the exercise on a deadlift day. So all right, I got 275 here. I already warmed up. I'm going to do 2 sets, 275, and then I'm going to try to do 280. I missed 280 on the last session. So let's see what we do. Alright, I keep always saying alright, eventually I'll get out of that alright. Alright, so I'm going to put 280 on here and see if I can do it this time. I got 280 on here. This is the third time trying it. I tried it the first time when I did the, for a long time I haven't done rack pulls, so I tried it the first time and I couldn't do it, and then just the last session I tried it, I couldn't do it, but I've always done my deadlifts first, so I'm doing this first today. Alright, so this is 280. Let's see if I can do it this time. 3 tries I did already in the last month. Done! Now we're off to the platform and do some deadlifts. I got 245 on here. I just did 2 warm-up sets just to get acclimated with a different position of my legs from the rack pull to a normal deadlift. So it's just 245. The other warm-up weight felt lighter. Felt like it was nice and warm, but now that I'm heavier, we'll see what happens. I jumped it up 15 pounds. I got 260 on here. I'm just experimenting. I want to see, once I get it off the floor, if it feels a little bit lighter after I just did the rack pulls. Plus, I want to jump the increments a little more weight at each step to get used to heavier weight after the last lift I did. So I'm usually do 5-pound increments at the end. This is 15 pounds. So and if I make this one, then that'll be it for today. So 260. I just want to make sure the camera is on. Yep. So the back pull really did a number on my glutes. I could really feel that I overextended it. But anyway, it was a good experiment. So anyway, this is it for deadlift. I'm going to do my accessories. I think I'm going to do some pull-ups, and then I'm going to do some straight arm pull-downs. So, alright then. Remember, stay healthy. I'll see you back down here in the basement. And don't forget to watch the recap. Alright, so let's do this recap for today. I did rack pulls first for my deadlifts, just as an experiment. Also, I was doing rack pulls after the deadlift, and I was stuck there at 275. So anyway, I warmed up, and I got my 280 pounds for one rep. So then I went over to the deadlift, and I warmed up to get the lower part of my deadlift area warmed up, and I couldn't do 260. So this was just an experiment, see if the weight would feel lighter, being 20 pounds lighter at the upper part, and then I couldn't even get it off the floor. So what's going to happen now, my next session, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go right ahead and just go right to 260 right after doing the rack pull at 280 and see how that works. So then I did my accessories. I did pull-ups. I did 3 sets. I did 4, 3, and 3. And then I did the straight arm push downs. And I did the 25 pounds, 30 pounds, 35. 2 sets of 35. And then I did push-ups. I did 1 set, 37 push-ups. And then I did 2 sets with the close stance. So that's it for the recap. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit before I end the video today. So I'll see you there. Alright, we haven't done this in a while because YouTube, every time I would show my face on one of my videos like this, they would tell me that my video wasn't suitable for most of their advertisers, so I just stopped doing it. But now that I'm kicked out of it, now who really cares? They're not going to stop me from showing my face here now. Anyway, the reason why I'm here is I want to discuss what I did with the deadlift today. I was going to just do an experiment, see with the rack pulls, lifting that a little heavier than my deadlift, if the deadlift would feel lighter when I get over to the deadlift to do it. And after I did the rack pulls, I went over to the platform and I warmed up a little bit just to get the lower end of my lift warmed up. And I got all the way up to 260 and I couldn't do it. So what I'm going to do now, next session, I'm going to do the same thing. But this time, instead of warming up before I do the deadlift, I'm just going to go have my bar loaded already with 260 and just do the 260 and see how that works. Because when I was warming up, the weight was a lot lighter than when I usually warm up. So maybe having that heavier weight in the rack pull may help me lift that weight a little easier off the ground. We'll see. Another thing I want to talk about, which I already said on the video, but I'll go more in depth here. Get it? Depth. I've been talking about depth for how long now? Anyway, but it's not going to be about my squats. Anyway, I got an email today from the APF telling me that I'm invited to do the national, to compete in the national meet in Florida this year, because I took second place in my weight class last year. And then the first three people that win in that weight class will be able to compete in the Worlds competition, and that will be in also November in Florida. So the Nationals will be in May, and the Worlds will be in November in the same venue in Florida. My battery was going dead. I had to change batteries. Anyway, so if I'm going to compete here in March, and then which I'm already qualified to compete in the Nationals from last year's meet. If I compete now again this year, even if I don't win any, if I don't come in, second or third or first, because last year it was only two of us anyway. So I came in second because there was only one more guy ahead of me. And also, there's not that very many guys my age doing this. So, I mean, it's not my fault that I didn't have 10, 15 guys to compete against. So then, there's the expense part of it. I already spent $100 for the meet in March. Then I'm going to have to spend another $100 for the meet if I were to compete in the Nationals. And then I got to fly to Florida. That's another expense for a plane fare. Then I got to go and I got to stay at the hotel, and they got to, they got a discount rate of $115 a day, so I don't have to be there for all 3 days. I just have to just be there the day before I do the meet, because they have weigh-ins 24 hours ahead. So I have to be there, the day before. So then I can hang out there for 2 days and then go home after the meet. But then I have to spend more money again for the Worlds if I place at all. First, second, and third place will be able to go to the Worlds. And then there'll be another expense for the meet, which I don't know what that would be right now, because that form isn't ready to fill out on the internet. And then plus I got to do the airfare and hotel again. So this could cost me probably over $1,000 just to compete. And I really don't know if it's worth it. So anyway, I'm going to see what happens in March, because I'm not going to blow off this one. There's no you can't get your money back. So I'm not going to not compete in March. Also, if I do this, then I have to train another 8 months, and I was looking forward to laying back and just going to bodybuilding for 6-7 months before training again for my next meet next year. So, because the last couple years the Nationals were here in Illinois, so I could have competed here the last 2 years if I would have competed then. So anyway, I just thought I'd tell you guys what's going on, and because I told you this is my journey to the platform, and so this is part of it. So anyway, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and remember what I always say, stay healthy, and I'll see you down in the basement. If you liked the video, please like the video, share the video, and subscribe.